Hi guys, Borgio here, bringing you another raid guide, this time for Jessip Daggerheart inside Brokenskull Bay, Fury of the Cursed. This fight is a light script with ramping incoming damage, so you can either out DPS or out heal this encounter. We choose to tank Jessip basically where he's standing on the plank, and use the dock behind us for the Phase 1 scripted joust. For the first two phases, the raid should be stacked. This alleviates random spawning of clones. Throughout the fight, the main tank will receive an uncurable curse called Pirate's Deadly Dance. This will hit multiple times a second, and this damage needs to be healed through. At the start of the encounter, the damage will be manageable. Towards the end, it will quickly ramp up. Watch for the cast bar and react with cooldowns accordingly. The fight is split into three main phases. Phase 1 lasts from 100 to 70%. During this phase, Jessip will randomly call on a raid member. That raid member will not receive the message they're being targeted. However, everyone else in the raid will see it. That player needs to joust backwards. We joust to the opposite end of the dock for safety, but there is probably a minimum distance you have to go. Once you've jousted far enough, Jessip will say, "I will get you next time. For now you are too far away from me to bother with." This is their cue to come back to the raid. Be aware that when Jessip does this attack, he will teleport to where the person was originally stood, and create a clone where he was originally stood. This clone needs to be picked up and tanked ASAP. Otherwise, it's going to rampage through the DPS, killing them. Damage into the clone doesn't seem to be carried over to Jessip, so save big hits for when he's finished this mechanic. Once the affected person has run far enough away, Jessip will become attackable again and should be dragged back to the tanking position. If you fail to run far enough away, you will die. The second phase of the fight starts at 70%. Jessip will no longer call people to joust, but will instead spawn two adds, which both start at 30% hit points. Burn these adds down ASAP to push to the final phase. We choose to focus fire one add and then burn the other one. Once they're both down, phase 3 will start and last until death, and it is simply a burn phase. However, at around 30% hit points, Jessip will do a power drain. This shouldn't leave you empty, however Chanters should be ready to react to this. The trouble with this encounter comes with the quickly ramping incoming damage as the fight progresses. The whole raid will be taking constant damage from Skull and Bones. This effect hits every 12 seconds. The damage started off around 450k a tick, and increased after 5 minutes to 800k a tick. For your first kill, your whole raid is looking at having over 1 million hit points, closer to 1.2 if attainable. Groups with wards in will, as normal, survive slightly easier than those without. And that's pretty much it, guys. As normal, here's the role breakdown. For tanks, of which you only really need to bring one, but bring two anyway for the rest of the zone, turn and position Jessip quickly. When he splits, pick up the clone ASAP with snaps and lock it down, otherwise people are going to die. Be ready for Pirate's Deadly Dance, and communicate if you need anything to cover it if your own defensives are down. For the healers, be ready for quickly ramping damage. Assist DPS as much as possible. Despite the large ticks of damage you're going to have 12 seconds before the next one, so it's plenty of time to heal up. This shouldn't be as healing intensive as fights such as Torso. Chanters, be ready for the power drain at around 30%. Ensure your group healer gets priority for power. And the DPS, as normal, just burn hard, guys. Make sure you pay attention to if you need to joust, and make sure the communication to those who need to joust is spot on. Enjoy the footage in the background of one of my guild's kills on this mob. Especially enjoy my death close to the clone in phase 1. As normal, guys, if you like these guides, leave a comment, hit me up with a like, or tap that subscribe button. I'm Borgio, and I'll see you guys next time.